Today is my first opportunity to look at the Cadillac Vistiq. 3-row car. Interesting window detail back there. The rear light signature has that distinctively Cadillac stack. I should know the name of this vertical element, given that I worked for the brand. Door handles, I assume, yep. Push with the thumb. Feels pretty good, actually. I'm impressed with that feel compared to the general GM feel. Textures are nice here. Makes a good first impression. This sill is nice and low and the floor flat, so getting in is quite easy. The seat controls, as we saw, are on the door. An old Mercedes patent that has since expired and too few are actually using. It's a great setup. It's probably the best setup that's ever been done, quite frankly. Let's see, let's get comfortable here. Power articulation of the steering wheel as well. Nice. We got Super Cruise, another industry best, I would say, in terms of the implementation. And I have to say, this gives some lucid kind of vibes. The way the lower screen and the upper screen are set apart, but I don't know if it'll have the same integration from a software standpoint. Let's see if we can get this thing to power up. I would say unlikely at the moment. I could ask for a key, but I was more interested not in the software side of things with this car, but I was more interested in seeing how the packaging is and the fit and finish. I really am a fan of the return of blue in interiors. Come join us at Blue Car Appreciation Society on Facebook if you get a chance. We geek out over stuff like this. Blue exteriors, of course, but especially blue interiors because how rare and what a throwback. But really, the materials are quite good in here. I have to say, like, I would be hard-pressed to think of another car that's executed this well in recent memory. Well, let's go to the back seat and check that one out. So far, wasn't expecting to see this car today and generally quite impressed. So let's move along to the rear. I'm not gonna look at the sticker yet. I don't want it to taint my views or expectations. Again, pretty easy in, a little further forward. Materials are really, I'm a picky guy, and I gotta say, unless I just woke up on the right side of bed today, this is nice. Okay, the seats recline, a nice recline. Let me see if there's any capacity for, yep, and I can even let them back. So I've got behind myself, I do sit a little close to the wheel compared to most people my height, 6'1", but sitting behind myself, I have room under the seat for my toes. I'm quite comfortable. Let's go. Let's go somewhere. So we have some sound system upgrade here. I'm guessing this is going to give more of a spatial effect. You've got it over each person. I'd have to look into that. It's possible that it's also for like microphone and passenger communication, but unlikely because you don't see that in the third row. Speaking of third row, let's take a look back in the third row. One thing I'm noticing is there's like a theater seating element here. The feet of the second row passenger are on the low level, I think the same level as the front seat. Third row, you end up climbing. I wonder if this is related to battery pack. Let's see. I'm actually having a fairly easy time getting back here. The roof height isn't too low. All right. I'll sit behind myself once more. Okay, now this is going to be harder because, of course, I'm in the third row. And I also push the seat all the way back. Don't think you're able to see, but I'm out of space. So I would have to have the second row passenger give up some of that luxuriating. I've moved again the seat all the way back and reclined it. Of course, this was going to go poorly for the third row, but still, you know what? I could fit here. I could fit here long enough to go to dinner. I would say there is a cut in here that intrudes a little bit because you're displaced to the center. But given that this is a two-person bench, that's to be expected. And the benefit is they've been nice enough to include a reasonably softly padded armrest. So let me see how that feels when I'm sitting here. You know, not bad. I would probably be good for 45 minutes to an hour back here. I don't know if this can recline at all. It would be nice if it could. Let's see. Oh, we have the speaker back here. So I was mistaken. The third row does get this similar treatment. This is a very nicely done and packaged car. I'm thinking, does the EV9 suddenly have a competitor? I can't wait to find out. What do you think of this? What I like about it is it's kind of snuck into the market quietly. Like there wasn't a lot of fanfare about it, but the product seems to deliver and punch really hard. I haven't really seen much in the way of reviews and road tests, but I prefer when the product does the talking. And I encourage you to let the product do the talking too when you're doing car shopping. Skip past the reviews, skip past the marketing, just go experience the product like I am now. And I will probably be road testing this very soon, so look for an update on that. I'm suddenly quite interested to know how this thing does so I can determine whether it's worth recommending to my clients and to you at home. So I hope this was helpful to you. It was just a surprise. I wasn't expecting to come to the Cadillac dealer today, but got curious to see what they had in stock and what was in store, quite literally. This window graphic is an interesting choice, and I can't say I mind it. It's rare today that you'll get into a car that impresses, and it's rare today to get into a car today that seems tastefully appointed. This car, I would say, that phrase tastefully appointed does apply, and that's refreshing in this market. It's also refreshing from General Motors and Cadillac. So far, very promising. I hope the driving experience and the reliability and the service aspect, the ownership experience lives up to that. But more of this kind of thinking, Cadillac, and you're in a good place because I worked on the launch of Lyric. I really believe it's a great offering. It's one of the best cars to drive on the road today, quite frankly. And I think it's a design that continues to look fresh years after introduction. And another thing Cadillac is doing well is the lineup seems to be, I'm risking saying something blasphemous, but the current Cadillac lineup is starting to remind me of the BMW lineup when BMW was at its peak, where small, medium, large, and even extra large products are available, and they all punch really hard in the aspect of the market that they sit in, and yet they feel cohesive and part of a single family. So let me know what you think of this car. Let me know your impressions of the car, whether you've gotten to experience it in person or you just feel skeptical that Cadillac could pull this off, because I know they've made a lot of false promises and cried wolf a lot. But yeah, Vistiq, I am impressed. As if you can't tell, I'm quite impressed. I'm a little bit flabbergasted. That's it from me. I hope to see you soon.